Earlier this month, Mark Ciavarella, a 61-year-old former judge in Pennsylvania, was sentenced to almost 30 years in prison, literally for selling children for cash. What do I mean? He was accepting money, kickbacks, okay, from private prison companies for incarcerating thousands of adults and children into a facility that was owned by a developer that was giving him kickbacks under the table. Estimates are that he received over $1 million in these kickbacks. And the Pennsylvania Supreme Court actually had to go in, Lewis, and overturn about 4,000 convictions, which he issued over the period of 2003 to 2008, because, hey, he violated the constitutional rights of those juveniles, including the right to legal counsel, the right to intelligently enter a plea, and some of the juveniles he sentenced for kickbacks, ladies and gentlemen, as young as 10 years old, literally selling children to prison. Selling children to prison. This is just unbelievable. He was convicted of 12 counts, including racketeering, money laundering, mail fraud, and tax evasion. He has to pay back $1.2 million in restitution. And this is, we've talked about private prisons on this show.
Oh, yeah,
we've
a
talked
lot.
about the prison industrial complex. And this is evidence that these private prisons are looking for profit by any means necessary. Let's put it all together for a second and step back. We have for-profit prisons which benefit from specific immigration policies, right? So they can collect their daily incarceration fees for detaining undocumented immigrants. They then have big banks, as Christopher Petrella told us when he was on the show, buying stakes in these for-profit prison companies. Big banks are buying stakes in companies like CCR, Corrections Corporation of America, and others. So then the big banks are making money from the detention of these undocumented immigrants. And then the big banks own shares in companies that are giving kickbacks to judges. So this is another way where we're connecting the big banks on Wall Street, right? We're connecting that to the legal system, right? The legal system is tied up in this dollarocracy. I really like that term. John Nichols and Bob McChesney use it in their new book. The dollarocracy, where Wall Street banks and private prisons are exerting influence over the judicial system. I mean, this is literally corporations influencing how long people are in prison. It's absolutely sickening.
Right. And, like I've said before, why stop here? We might as well privatize the judicial system.
Right. Might as well.
Let's just make it full circle.
And if anybody believes this is the one judge in the country that this is happening with, what are the odds, right? I mean, does it stand to reason, Natan, that just by sheer numbers analysis, this is the one judge that's doing this?
Probably not, although it should make us feel a little better that he's getting 30 years in prison and will likely die in prison.
Yeah, that's true. He is going to spend, realistically, the rest of his life in prison.
We've even heard some pretty interesting stories about local judges in our area getting themselves into trouble.
We certainly have.
Yeah. Bad people are everywhere, in every political position, in every job, all over.
No question about that. On today's bonus show, more research about the decline of human intelligence. We will talk about a huge solar power breakthrough. And also, is life cheap in the USA? Producer Lewis will lead us in that discussion. DavidPakman.com/membership. You become a member. You get the bonus show. You get a bunch of other great benefits. And if you want, you email us after you sign up. Tell us, hey, I want a bumper sticker. We'll ship it out to you for free if you live in the U.S. Free bumper stickers. Pretty cool, right?
It's nice, yeah.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back after this with plenty more. Stay with us.
The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.